Hi, TikTok friends. I'm back with a week 4, day 4 update. It's been a few days. I haven't posted any updates in a little bit, and that's because I had a really busy weekend. On Friday, I worked all day and then immediately went about an hour to a friend's house and did a game night and sort of a little bit of a party with a handful of friends and played poker for the first time. I've never played poker before, was kind of always a little afraid I wasn't going to be good at it. We played Texas Hold'em. I held my own. I didn't win, but I also wasn't the first to lose all my chips at the table. So I think, it's something I might enjoy. I might play poker more frequently. We didn't play for cash. There was no stakes. It was just a good opportunity to learn the game without, the threat of actually losing any money. So it was fun. And then Saturday I went to a very well-known antiques fair that was held at a fairground. It's like antiques and kind of a flea market kind of environment. And I bought myself this really cool art piece that a sculptor made out of reclaimed metal parts that he welded together. It's a plant holder that looks like a robot. It's very cool. I'll post a picture at some point. So I have my little plant holder robot guy made out of reclaimed metal parts. And that was kind of a nice find and a lot of fun. And then yesterday, Sunday, I went out of state and spent the whole day on the beach with a bunch of friends and went out for lunch and dinner. And I think, as I've had in previous weekends where I indulged with going out to eat a little bit, even though the amount of food I'm eating and the particular selections I'm making are healthier and smaller and more manageable, I do feel like that's having an impact on the scale. So the LBs are not down much and really haven't been much at all in week 4. Obviously, I took my dose on Friday morning, so every day since the start of week 4 has been out and about doing things, but also that means eating out. And so I've kind of hit a plateau again, and that happened in a previous weekend where I had kind of an indulgent weekend. I feel like in the summertime I go out a lot. I live in New England. It's cold all winter. Spring takes a while to really go, and so once it really feels like it's summery out, I'm like out every weekend as much as I possibly can be. And so, did indulge a little bit, have hit a little bit of a plateau, and we will see. Last time I recovered really well from that during the actual work week. So we'll see what happens the rest of this week between now and Friday when I officially go into week 5. I'll keep you posted. I did meet with my primary care provider last week, and he said, it might be time for you to titrate up to 5. And he called in a prescription for 5, and my pharmacy just wasn't able to get it. In the meantime, I switched my care over to a telehealth provider who specializes in, obesity medicine and treating obesity-related conditions, primarily because of exactly what happened, is my pharmacy cannot get the dosage that my doctor wanted me to take. And so working with the telehealth provider, they can give me the option of sticking with the branded medication or utilizing the services of a compounding pharmacy to get me compound versions of the same active ingredient of the medication. And so I won't have to deal with the issue of having supply chain challenges create, a pause or a delay in my treatment. Not willing to let that happen because I've had such a good response in this first month. I don't want to backslide. And I also don't want to have negative health impacts. If this is contributing to the improvement in my high blood pressure, my resistant hypertension, I don't want to prolong this. So the telehealth provider has more options available for me and can still prescribe the branded meds to my pharmacy. My insurance will still cover it, but can also get me access to compound medication if the shortages persist and cause a delay in me being able to get the dosage that I need. So I'm sticking with 2.5 for now because that was what was advised to me by the telehealth provider, and my doctor's attempts to get me a higher dosage of the branded medication failed immediately. So we're going to follow this course for another month of 2.5, see if I continue to have positive benefits or if it seems like it's time to go up. And next month, not this next coming month, but the month following, if it seems like it's time to go up to 5, then I will make the leap up to 5, and we'll work with my provider to do that. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we start to see a resolution of the shortages, and I hope to see that I continue to have a positive benefit from this. My energy level is high, as I've noted before. My food noise is very reduced. There are times when it comes back, but for the most part, that's when I trigger it by eating something sugary. And when I do eat something sugary, I usually eat a very small amount of it, a teaspoon of ice cream, a bite of a cookie, and I'm usually satisfied from a flavor perspective. In the past, I would have wanted that whole cookie or more than one cookie, or I wanted to eat a few scoops of that ice cream, and now the teaspoon is good. I got the flavor. I enjoyed it thoroughly. But it does seem to have an impact on my blood sugar, on my insulin levels perhaps, and that's when the food noise creeps in a little bit more. So I'm learning from this. I'm learning that, if I don't want to battle the food noise, maybe I shouldn't even do that small indulgence in the sugar. If I do decide I want to eat something sugary, then I have to expect the food noise is going to come back temporarily, and I'm going to have to deal with that. So you got to do the work. I've said it before, and I've learned that lesson over and over again. Is these GLP-1 meds are not in and of themselves a magic trick. They are not a silver bullet. They are a tool, and you have to do the work on your end. Speaking of doing the work, I've been staying hydrated. I have been taking fiber supplements. I have been taking magnesium citrate. I have been getting exercise, getting physical activity. I walked a ton on the beach yesterday. I'm going to be back in the gym this week now that the weekend is over. So we're going to get back to doing regular strength training, trying to counteract over 40 the skin elasticity issues that sometimes come with weight loss by trying to fill that in with muscle mass if at all possible. So, focused on that in addition to being healthy. The numbers for blood pressure are looking good. My blood work looked great last time, so I'm feeling really positive, and feel like, I'm learning so much about my health and my body, but I'm also learning about how other people are managing their experiences on the GLP-1 medication, and learning about how similar we are in terms of the challenges we faced before we had this tool available to us to help us treat these metabolic disorders that for so long other folks sort of told us were our fault or were behavioral, were life choice related, as opposed to being a dysfunction in our metabolic system, issues with our pancreases, pancreas? I don't know what the plural is of pancreas. That it's something that, is actually a genetically influenced, genetically predisposed condition that we now finally have a medicinal intervention to counteract. And so I've learned so much from the GLP-1 community on TikTok. I've enjoyed watching people's videos, watching people's live streams, doing my own lives, doing my own videos, making friends on here who are also experiencing the same things that I am, and learning from those who went before me, who've been doing this a little bit longer and have great tips and tricks. I think I probably would not have been as successful or happy with this experience had I not been able to lean on the smart people here on TikTok who have already had their own experiences with this, have learned their lessons, and are sharing their wisdom. So thanks to all of you in the GLP-1 community, and that's part of the reason why I am now recording my journey, documenting it here on TikTok, hoping that I am one of the people that can help other folks who are venturing along a similar journey to learn from my experiences and have a better journey, a better start to their journey as a result, just like I did. All right, I'll keep you posted, and I'm looking forward to the week ahead, and let's hope that this is another great week for me and for all of you.